Hello, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Peace, happiness, and love. Good, good day to you all, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you for finding the time to join. I appreciate it. While you're here, please kindly put a like, say hello in the chat so I know that you're here. And also, if you would like, you can join my personal private group on Patreon, where I answer all the DMs, talk to all the members, where I have all the plans of what I'm doing in the market, detailed every single coin, exit, entrance, all that basic good stuff. And my strategy, you can do so by following this link. It will also be left in the comments down below in the description of this live or slash video. It is very hot in Dubai, 42 degrees. So gotta stay hydrated, my friends. Drink water. It's good for you. Please kind of put a like while you're here. Okay, as always before, I say hi to everyone, and then we talk to everyone individually and personally and answer questions. We're going to talk about what's happening in the morning in the market. As always, we analyze the market macro outlook, which produces much more ROI and much bigger percentages and much bigger profits. Day trading and generally trading does not produce such huge profits as investing and being an investor who looks at the market in the entirety of a crypto market cycle. So thankfully for now, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and many other coins are building higher highs and higher lows, and most importantly, high lows, because that's a very important indicator. Bitcoin is respecting all the higher lows. The trend remains bullish. The momentum is bullish. We are in a macro ascending channel. Same thing with Ethereum, same thing with XRP and many other altcoins and blue chips and mid caps out there. Excuse me. As you can see, currently some of the meme coins are moving. So what we had happened before, months ago, we had meme coins move. One of our meme coins pumped 800%. Then Pepe went crazy. Then after that, some utility coins moved like XRP. And after that, once again, we have, meme coins moving once again, which points out what I refer to always, that coins kind of move together, but still a little bit differently. Like a few coins will move like 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks before other coins move, and not all coins are going to move. And these little moves are nothing compared to what's going to happen in the euphoria phase of the cycle. Excuse me, guys. I really don't know what the hell is wrong with my throat. Maybe it's like the dryness of Dubai. I don't know, the humidity. But anyway, it's very important to make sure to diversify meme coins, utility coins with different use cases, AI coins, gaming coins, privacy coins, NFT coins, you name it, basically whatever narrative is out there, make sure that you got a little bag of everything. And that's what I do. That's what I try to achieve. Today or tomorrow, I'll be releasing, by the way, my new 100x coin. I've been analyzing for a while and looking at that coin for a while. As always, as you well know, and my Patreon members know, I put in a lot of work before buying any coin that I believe can deliver 50 to 100x profits. I've been looking at this coin for a long time, and I think that it's a good time to buy. So I just got to get one or two more things out of the way before I pull the trigger. But either way, the new coin is going to be out either tomorrow or today. So if you want to know what that coin is, you're free to join the 100x tier and find out what it is along with other gems. Remember what the rules are currently. The rules are basically we're not forcing entries. We are not selling or getting shaken out or scared if the market drops. We're holding what we bought because we have great entries that we accumulated in the accumulation phase after huge, massive crashes. If we are to add more, though, we only add at new lows, not like at big crashes. So even if Bitcoin would, I think it's unlikely for it to happen, but it doesn't matter whether or not it's likely. What matters is that we stuck to our plan. So even if Bitcoin dropped to 16 or 17K, we would not buy there because we already bought there. We only buy at new lows. That means that Bitcoin would have to go below 15K. XRP would have to go below like 30 cents. Ethereum would have to go below like $900, and many other coins, right? They would have to go below their local lows from where they sprung and bounced well. Some more than others less. So anyway, that's what would have to happen for us to keep dollar cost averaging at new lows and following our strategy and our plan for the entries in our Melania spreadsheet to hit. Other than that, like I said, there are some coins that are still in the accumulation phase that you can buy if you're willing to hold for a while at a loss. That's what happens every single cycle. Like back in like for example, last cycle, I was buying coins like 80 after an 85% crash, and they still like crashed out 85%. What I did during that 85% crash was dollar cost average with equal amounts of money at new lows, and hold. And a lot of coins like ADA paid off, and some coins did not pay off. It's just the way that it is. You always have underperformers, coins that do okay, and coins that do exceptionally well. That's why it's important to diversify, because the coins that do exceptionally well, they'll really, really deliver great ROI to really bring up your portfolio. The ones that do good will also give you great profits, and the ones that underperform, well, they'll definitely be in your portfolio. And that doesn't matter as long as you follow the strategy. And if you're only buying like one or two or three coins out there, of course, you might be lucky and get the ones that perform well or exceptionally well, but you might also be unlucky and get the ones that perform poorly and underperform and underdeliver, and you're going to be disappointed and feel like you missed out on huge pumps. So make sure you diversify into different coins with different narratives. Like I said at the beginning, buy some blue chips, mid caps, low caps, and stay the course, stay very patient. Remember that cycles, it takes years for the markets to develop. Remember that, for example, just remember the way the millionaire spreadsheet starts. It says that you have roughly like 400 days to put aside like 10K, and for the accumulation phase to hit and to start buying. You did have roughly 400 days, roughly a year. Bitcoin bottomed at 15K in 376 days, I believe. So roughly the estimate hit, as it always, like, even if it says in the millionaire spreadsheet, you don't need perfection. You just need rough estimates that are good enough. Excuse me. So yeah, that's what happened. If you have all the millionaire spreadsheet, you had nearly 400 days, roughly. So basically 376 days, roughly a year to put together 10K and start accumulating in accordance with the millionaire spreadsheet. If you follow the millionaire spreadsheet, you got some great entries. Not all of them hit, but once again, we don't chase bottoms. And once the market pumps, many of our price targets won't hit, but that won't matter once again, because we don't chase tops and we don't seek perfection. We seek to buy low, sell high, buy very low, sell very high. That's where we're going to have to take profit, laddering. We're going to ladder out with profits, and we're going to have a trailing take profit for every single coin in our portfolio without exception. And whenever a take profit will be hit, we'll get out fully out of the coin where it's been hit, and won't buy back until massive crashes once again, and ignore further pumps. We'll only be setting trailing take profits after big pumps. So that way we know that we get out with a great profit either way, because we don't want to get out too soon. The strategy is very straightforward and simple. All we got to do is be patient, let the market mature and evolve and develop. I've been using it for 2 cycles already, and this is the 3rd cycle. I know that I'm not the guy, like, basically, so the title of this video says that $7 to $13 XRP. I know that basically there's a narrative out there that XRP is about to pump to $10 right now. I have nothing wrong. I have no problems with it pumping to $10. I believe that's fully possible. Since the last cycle, my expectation for XRP has been $7 to $13. I believe that's back on the table. So my prediction for XRP is around $7 to $13. Although I will be taking massive profits before that also, because that's just part of the plan. That's the way I take profits in coins. And XRP won't be an exception. But anyway, the problem that I have is that apparently it's about to happen soon. I don't see it happening soon. XRP only moves with the rest of the market. So even if it did happen soon, that means that basically all the market would have to pump soon. Do I believe that it's going to happen? No. What if I'm wrong? Well, nothing. I'm going to make money sooner and take profits sooner. But if I'm right and we do not pump this year, which I don't think we will, I only think around 2025 we'll have the huge euphoria phase where people make a lot of money. At least I will not be disappointed. I'll see that the plan is working out. I stick to the plan. I remain patient. I see that everything is going according to plan. If you open up the millionaire spreadsheet and you read the page and updates, you will see that the market has done like pretty much exactly what we expected it to do. It's pretty crazy how well the plan is going. I'm very, very pleased with the way the plan is going. And so far, nothing is out of the ordinary. So far, everything is happening the way we thought it would happen. So I will be surprised if something happens that we did not expect. And I definitely do not expect new highs in major pounds this year. So there are a lot of narratives. I've just been on Twitter. I always analyze, not only on Twitter, but in paid groups, newsletters, Telegram channels. I analyze a lot of stuff out there daily and consume a lot of material to see what's being regurgitated and shown to the retail consumer. But I see that there's a strong narrative that Ethereum is going to $10,000 or more in a few months, that Bitcoin is going to $250,000 or $280,000 this year, and that XRP is about to pump to $10. I don't think that any of that is true. I have no problem with Bitcoin pumping hard or Ethereum pumping hard or XRP pumping hard. I believe that all those coins will pump hard in the euphoria phase of the cycle, but I just don't think that's going to happen soon. That's what was not what happened historically. Historically, it has taken many years for the stock indexes to breach all-time highs and make new all-time highs, after which Bitcoin followed very soon, time frame wise, and after which many alts, not all of them, pumped to new highs and delivered much bigger ROI than stocks or traditional markets or Bitcoin, which is why it's so important to diversify, because some coins are going to underperform as they always have in the past, and some coins are going to do exceptionally well as they always have in the past. Therefore, diversification is important. Once again, we always have to ask ourselves and measure everything that we do on risk and reward. What is the risk and reward if I am wrong about the time frame? Did I make money sooner? Therefore, I'll be happier and only more excited and think like, awesome, why did I have to wait that long? But if I am right, a lot of people will be disappointed and pissed off at the people that were saying moon this year. So I would personally suggest to not set timeframes on it. Just let the market develop and mature. The euphoria phase is going to come in when it comes in. The important thing that is going to come in eventually. And if you're patient enough, your job is very easy. All you had to do was wait for a huge crash, buy a lot of different coins. If you were lucky enough, like so far we haven't been in the cycle, but if we're lucky enough to get another major crash, which gives us new lows, simply hold temporarily at the loss, buy more coins and dollar cost average and diversify. Hold, wait, and then euphoria phase comes and you sell and make a lot of money. When you think about it, our job is very simple, straightforward, and very, very easy to make money in the crypto market. But the reason why it's difficult for the majority of the market participants, retail investors, statistically, like I said, 80% of people consistently lose money in crypto. Roughly 90% loses money, and like only 10% makes some kind of money, and only like 2 or 3% make truly life-changing gains. So the reason for this is very simple, because people are emotional beings. History doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes, and people keep making the same emotional mistakes. For example, one of the main problems is that a lot of people were not accumulating in dollar cost averaging when Bitcoin was at roughly 15K, because they were expecting 12K. There was nothing wrong about expecting 12K and lower. I myself believe that those targets can still happen, and I have price targets there. But the problem with that is not dollar cost averaging, because you're trying to catch the bottom. You should never try to catch the bottom. You should simply try to dollar cost average and buy low after major crashes. That's exactly what we did. We did not just put the money on the site and not dollar cost average and just wait for the bottom, like here's about to come. Like a lot of people, it was a huge narrative, of a person who has like nearly 800,000 followers on crypto Twitter. He was saying that the bottom's at 12K, and 12K didn't come. Right. And once again, I had no problem with the 12K prediction out of dollar cost average. Like I would wait for lower to dollar cost average, but my point is there was nothing wrong with the price prediction. It's a good price prediction percentage wise. The problem was that that person claimed that they were, first of all, shorting the market, one, and the second was that they're not buying anything on dollar cost averaging, which is not something that we do, because that's called trying to catch the bottom. We don't try to catch the bottom. We buy low, sell high, buy very low, sell very high, temporarily hold the losses, sell for huge gains when the euphoria stage hits. Some of the coins that deliver. So what we did during this narrative, we weren't, the doom boys. We weren't the moon boys. We just followed the strategy. I said, ignore the noise, ignore the narratives, ignore the bullshit that basically crypto is going to zero and it's the end of the world and all that stuff. Dollar cost averaging according to the plan in the million spreadsheet. We did just that, which is why we have great entries. And if we want further great entries, we have to stick to the plan. So right now we're in a neutral zone. Whichever way the market goes, we're going to be selling for huge profits. If euphoria phase, when the euphoria phase hits, or if we get the new lows before euphoria phase hits, we're going to dollar cost average more. And not be sidelined with some of our capital. Very straightforward, my friends. Remember, very important factor: do not seek perfection. If you think you're going to buy at the bottom and sell the top, you're going to get a rude awakening. If you think that you have the probability of making a lot of money off one single coin, once again, the odds mathematically and statistically are very, very, very stacked like against you. So be very well aware of that and diversify. Do not get butt hurt, or do not let your feelings get hurt. Simply look at reality and what works and what doesn't. Being a maximalist on any coin is not a good idea, because buying only 1 or 2 or 3 coins is really limiting your options and the probability of you making a lot of money. Do not hate on projects. If you see that basically there's a big community that's investing into a coin and they're constantly attacking your coin, probably just look into that coin and buy some of that. Don't be a part of the maximalist movement where you have to engage in arguments. Just buy some of that coin. It should tell you that there's a huge conviction and a lot of people who are truly convinced that this coin is going to pump hard, and maybe they're right. So maybe you're right too, but maybe your coin will pump harder, or maybe their coin will pump harder. There's no knowing. We're not fortune tellers. So maybe just buy some of the coin, throw some money at it and just be part of both communities. And when you see people bickering, you'll start thinking that it's just truly funny, because Who cares about the utility and use cases and all that not important nonsense? You're here to make money, and once you got both coins, now you have higher probability of making money. And whichever group is right, you're either way going to make money. That's the way I look at it. So maximalism is just very silly to me. Either way, let's see what you're saying, my friends. Kurt Lambrecht, Chris Dinoff, Thomas. Hello, my friends. Good to have members here. Welcome, friends. Rafael Allah, hey there, bud. I'm well, thank you. How are you doing? Please kind of put a like while you're here, my friends. Video 50, another member. Good to see you, brother. Davor, hello from Germany. Hope you're well in Germany, Davor. Chris Dinoff, hearing you good today. He says, awesome. I'm glad that the audio is good. Chichi says, hello, legend. Can't wait to meet you in person. We're the same age. Awesome, Chichi. I'm very happy to hear that. Stay healthy, brother. We're getting old. So, yeah. But yeah, I can't wait to meet you in person. Also, I hope, like I said, when the euphoria phase hits, we're going to arrange a crypto coins crew event, probably in Switzerland, because I don't know. We'll talk about it, guys. Like, we'll see what people vote for on Patreon. If the majority votes for Dubai, we're going to do it in Dubai. The majority votes for Switzerland, we're going to do it in Switzerland. I just like, from the vibe I'm getting is that a lot more people have easier access to Switzerland, because especially there are a lot of people from Europe. And Switzerland is like in the center of Europe, so a lot of people would be able to go there. So we're going to throw in the euphoria phase. We're going to throw a crypto coins crew event. All you're going to have to do is basically, to enter the event, is just when you're at the door, just show that you're currently a subscriber, and we're going to rent some nice hotel, like a nice hall. Get some Cristal champagne. Everybody's going to get the crypto coins crew T-shirt, and I don't know, some other memorabilia, like a Joe Gucci flip flops, So yeah, my friends. We're definitely going to arrange an event, and I hope that a lot of people will attend. So yeah, we'll have a good time. Get some cigars, get some good champagne, that kind of stuff. Hutch, good to have you here from Tampa, Florida. Great place, beautiful weather. You're lucky to live there. My friend, International Crypto Asset Ninja, is here and saying, "Good evening, Rob. Just having a coffee frappe, and you went live. Starbucks is good. Yes, brother. Enjoy your frappe, and absolutely, I love veggie caramel cappuccinos and frappuccinos. Ash Biggie Talent. It looks like it go to 54 cents. Absolutely, as we mentioned in Patreon, 51 to 59 zone. When it was at 90 cents, it already hit 59 cents. In regards to XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, I'm not interested in dollar cost averaging into these coins anymore. I believe for me, they're out of the accumulation phase. I bought all these coins much lower. And if I'm to add, my entries have to be better than the entries that I already have, which means that the market would have to crash hard. Whether or not the market crashes is irrelevant to me, because I already got great entries. And when it pumps, and it's going to pump eventually, I'm going to sell. And if it dumps, I'm going to follow the plan and execute and get more great entries and make a lot more money. Excuse me. Victor Carlos is saying, hi, Rob. What do you think of CSPR Casper Network? Victor, hey there, bud. I think there's a coin that you can diversify into without, fatting over it or over investing into it, and simply throw some money at it. Yeah, why not? And that's my 2 cents. My friend, the man from Chicago is saying, good morning from Colorado. Hi there, bud. Good to have you here. Specular is saying, hi, Rob. First time catching live. I'm always after the fact. Hey there, brother. Good to have you as a first timer. Chris Dinoff, Switzerland. What's up, brother? Hope Swiss. Absolutely love Switzerland, brother. I grew up there. I lived I lived in Switzerland since I was I think 8 until 21. So, I spent a lot of time in Switzerland. I consider it my home. Once I basically save money on taxes and I invest this into crypto, and this cycle is done and I finally retire, I'm moving back to Switzerland, buying myself a chalet, and yeah. Chanel Tricks is saying, don't you think XRP could have lost momentum right now? A lot of altcoins didn't catch up with Bitcoin the last years. For a lot of altcoins, the pumps were lower and lower over the years. Chanel, I'm not sure exactly what you mean has lost momentum. I believe that all the coins are going to pump in a euphoria phase of the cycle. When I say all the coins, I mean the coins that do pump. So it's important to understand that coins, different coins pump during every single cycle. Some old coins are going to pump hard. Some new coins are going to pump hard. Some low caps, mid caps, and blue chips are going to pump hard. That's why it's important to diversify. I can tell you that I've been here since 2016, and a lot of coins that were there even in 2018 in the top 100 are no longer there. A lot of them are there on the coin market cap are below like 1,000 or 2,000 in terms of like where they are with the market cap rating coin market cap. So they have been not only out of the 100, I mean, they've practically gone to zero and there's no volume, so the coins are dead. And these were some great utility and use case coins that people thought they were going to change the world. Absolute garbage. Nobody even talks about them. I could name coins off the top of my head that you've never heard of, probably, if you weren't here in 2018. So, very important, to diversify into small caps, mid caps, blue chips, meme coins, AI coins, gaming coins, all that good stuff that I keep reiterating. My friends, drop some rules because I keep reiterating the same thing time and again every single day, right? So if you're a member, especially on Patreon, drop some rules in the chat. I want to see the rules, my friends. By now you should have memorized them by heart. Tell me what the rules are. Give me some of the rules, my friends. Chanel tricks, and we're slowly bleeding against BTC. Chanel, that once again is not very relevant because there are many coins that bleed against BTC. A lot of coins bled so hard, and people proclaimed them dead, and then they pumped super hard, like Doge is one of them. Back in the day. Chris Dunoff is saying close shopping with Rob Bard. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Dave is saying higher up. Thank you for everything you shared. Can you explain how to sell a coin when the exchanges go down during the pump? Thank you. Yeah, Dave. So it's not only during a dump. So what you're going to have to do, like I mentioned, already, what we're going to do is once the euphoria phase hits, we're going to move all coins from cold storage onto exchanges, and we're going to start taking trillion take profits. So very often, why it's so important, and also as explained, very often during strong bullish momentum, and especially euphoria phase when the coins are blasting off left and right, and you're getting like 500% pumps in one day or 1,000% pumps like in 2-3 days. Basically, there's like craze about many coins and hype. Very often, there's so many newcomers, new signups. The networks are so congested you won't even be able to log in. You'll have glitches. So therefore, what we're going to do is in euphoria phase before these huge events hit, where everything is so congested, we're going to be sending trillion take profits just to make sure if we can't log in, is going to hit, then you're going to get out in great profit either way. Also, once again, you don't need perfection. You don't need perfection. As I said, our job is to buy low, sell high. So, for example, if a coin, like let's say our target is $3.20, if it's at $2.84, for example, we're going to sell it. We don't need perfection. Rough estimates are good enough. I've never been a person who tried to buy the bottom and sell the top, who needed that exactly 1 cent entry or exactly to the dollar. I never thought of it that way. Maybe that's also why I performed well in this market, because I always understood that perfection is impossible in anything that we do. Like I keep saying, the best footballers and soccer players out there do not score every single goal. Best sportsmen out there get injured and get back up on their feet. Best chess players in the world lose games and matches. Best fighters in the UFC get punched in the face and knocked out. And it's the same thing with coins. Not every single project that we invest in is going to deliver, do as we expect it to do. Not every single target is going to be hit, but we have the strategy that we have that's going to make sure that we secure great profits either way and outperform the majority of the market. Brandify03 saying, yo, got some Ethereum on the sideline from NFT swing trade. Would you swap to XRP right now or wait for a better ETH XRP chart? Where are we going short term? What are you thinking, Rob? What I think is that basically I will not get, as I said earlier, brother. Thank you for the wonderful question, by the way, because probably some other people are thinking the same thing. So I'm not buying any Ethereum, Bitcoin, or XRP here. I believe all three of those coins have left the accumulation phase. I'm not buying any XLM here either. It pumped to like 20 cents, and people once again started getting me asking, should they buy now? And of course, I said you should not buy. Just before it pumped to like 20 cents. Patreon members know that I reminded them that on the Millionaire spreadsheet, the last entries at 7 cents. And like 7 months ago, it was a 7 cents where we loaded up. Some people I know that missed out or were new. So once it hit 7 cents again after like half a year, I reminded them, if you missed the entry that time, go and execute the entry now at 7 cents. But if you bought already at 7 cents, do not buy anymore because we only buy new lows. But if you missed it, buy now. And a lot of people DM saying, thank you, that's awesome for the reminder, and they bought. As for now, coins have pumped, 100 to 200% from their lows. So no, I would not be buying any of those coins or rotating. they have left the accumulation phase. So that's called forcing entries for me. I'm lucky and happy with the entries that I have, and I'm holding my entries. So yeah. Please kind of put a like while you're here, my friends. So yeah, remember, my friends, stay patient, remain emotionless like a robot. Do not force entries. If we buy, we only buy at new lows. That means that we would have to see huge crashes. If we see huge crashes, we do not get shaken out. No matter what happens, if it's the end of the world, there's a meteorite coming to end the planet. There's an alien invasion. You name it. We're not basically selling a single thing until euphoria phase hits. We do not care. We ignore all the fear. We ignore all the BS out there. No matter what happens, even if it's something like Binance going down, CZ Binance getting arrested. I'm just saying not like that I have anything against. I'm just thinking of like terrible narratives that can happen where that really scare people. We do not sell a single coin. What we do is we look at the plan. If new lows are hit, we accumulate in accordance with our strategy. If new lows are not hit, we're not buying. We're just holding. We'll wait for euphoria phase, and once euphoria phase hits, and it will hit eventually as it always does, we're going to sell our coins and make a great amount of money. Remember that when we buy at new lows, remember that we diversify without favoring one blue chip over another blue chip, one mid cap over another mid cap, one small cap over another small cap. Let's see what else. Remain patient. If a coin is out of the accumulation phase, like I said just earlier, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP are out of the accumulation phase. Do not force entries. There are other opportunities out there. I guarantee and promise you that there are coins in our portfolio, especially in the $99 tier with the 50 to 100x coins. They're going to pump harder than all three of those coins. I guarantee that. Of course, there are coins in there that are going to go to zero, which is why we diversify and we have so many different coins. But there are also coins that are going to pump exceptionally well and do better than all of them. So do not feel like you missed the train. Try to find other gems out there. There are many projects out there with great narratives, great potential, with the right spotlight activity, basically, they are going to do well. So do not feel like you missed out. Do not feel like you have to keep sticking to one project. So yeah, I do think that XRP is going to perform better than Ethereum and Bitcoin in this cycle for the numerous reasons I already mentioned many times. So yeah, I do have a lot of XRP. I am a part of the XRP community, but I'm also part of the Ethereum, Bitcoin, and many other communities. I'm not a maximalist of any project, and I believe that you should not favor one coin over another. And remember that every single coin out there, this is a phrase where a lot of people are going to start logging off right now. You'll see the drop in members all of a sudden, that every single coin, no matter how great the utility and use case narrative is a pump and dump. If you do not agree with me, just take a breather right now. Go open the chart of your favorite coin and see what happens to it during the bear market. It crashes anywhere from 80 to 99%. In last cycle, Doge dumped 99%. That's a meme coin. XRP, a great utility coin with a great use case that's much cheaper, faster to transact than both Ethereum and Bitcoin. With smaller market cap, nuked 97%. Not a big difference. A meme coin, utility coin, both down roughly 98%. So, don't get angry at me. Get angry at the whatever makes these dumps happen. Every coin is a pump and dump. Therefore, your mindset should be get in before the huge pump, get out before the huge dump. Buy low, sell high, buy very low, sell high, very, very high, preferably, without chasing the bottoms and tops. Crypto is saying, hey, Rob, what do you think about the Flare token? I'm not too big on Flare. Flare and Songbird, I get a lot of these questions because I know a lot of people in the XRP community got them for free and all that. I'm not big on either of them. Whatever I got for free, I hold. Otherwise, I don't think I've ever, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I would have to check, but I don't think I've ever bought any of those coins myself. I'm not big on them. I believe there are other projects to look at. Of course, these coins can be one of the coins that pump hard in the euphoria phase. Nobody knows for sure what's going to happen, which is exactly why I have the strategy that I have. But I personally, in my humble opinion, believe that there are other projects that you can buy. So yeah, my friends. If you're a member, guys, remember, go through Millionaire spreadsheet, double check every single entry. And maybe some coins are at the place where you missed the entry. Like for example, with XLM, just like we mentioned, roughly half a year ago, it was at 7 cents. It bounced to 14 cents, and now it crashed to 7 cents again. Like a month ago before pumping to 20 cents. And at 7 cents, I reminded people once again, buy there. So please double check the Millionaire spreadsheet. See if there's an entry that you missed that is roughly there right now executed. If there are entries that are lower, Do not force those entries. Do not buy more. You only buy roughly at those entries that are lower. If it doesn't go lower, you don't buy. Also, if you want to buy, like I keep saying, if you want to buy with much smaller amounts, which is not the main play, because the millionaire spreadsheet is my main play, and it's roughly like more than 90% of my portfolio. If you want to buy with smaller amounts, join the $99 tier with the 50 to 100x coins. There are many gems out there that I have bought and diversified into, and every single coin has its own post explaining why I bought it, what the mindset is, what the research I've done, what the take profit is for every single coin, and what percentage was selling at what price, and a trailing take profit for every single coin. You can throw small amounts of money at these coins. I throw $500 to $3,000 on these coins, because for me that's a small amount of money that is insignificant. If for you that is a big amount of money, only throw much smaller sums, like $100 per coin at these coins. Let's see, what else should I mention? Do not dwell too much into utility and use cases. Do not emotionally attach yourself to coins, because the more you read about utility and use cases, the more emotionally attached you're going to be to a coin, and the more difficult it's going to be to press the sell button in the euphoria phase when you have to sell. Because remember that every single bull market ends and results in a huge dump, and every single bear market ends and results in a huge pump. The only problem is that all coins dump very hard in the bear market, but not all coins pump very hard in the bull market. Always remember that. All coins dump very hard, but not all coins pump very hard. Many coins, the overwhelming majority of coins out there, are never going to breach their all-time highs. That's also an important factor to understand. You always have to measure risk and reward. Whatever you do in this market, always measure risk and reward. I try to teach how I measure risk and reward, and I hope I'm getting the job done. But always think about it. Always think about risk and reward, no matter what you do in this market. Train your brain to be basically emotionless, like a robot, cold-hearted, logical, estimating. Everything you do should be based on math, probabilities, percentages, and technical analysis, timeframes, fractals. It should not be based on fundamentals about what the coin can possibly achieve. The more you read into the fairy tale narratives, the likelier you are to get hurt. What you can do, for example, is take a great utility coin with a great use case like XRP. Look at every single wonderful news about a partnership or bank adoption, or how the technology is being used, and then take the data in the chart and attach it to the chart. And then you will see that all of that is irrelevant. It doesn't affect the price. Utility and use cases don't affect the price. We've had partnerships with banks for years now. It's been like 4 years. It still hasn't affected the price. I think 4 years is more than enough. We always have some new bullshit narrative, like derivatives market being pegged to gold, being pegged to diamonds. I don't know, you name it, basically. So basically, just open the chart and follow the facts. The facts are on the chart: maths, percentages, and the ugly truth, not the beautiful fairy tale. Just take the beautiful fairy tale narratives and the beautiful news articles and the beautiful partnerships. Like I said, attach them to the dates on the charts, and you'll see that it's all nonsensical BS that doesn't matter. Just make sure that you hold the coins. Like I said, I hold a lot of XRP because I believe it's a great speculative asset that I can sell for a great profit in the euphoria phase. All we have to do is wait for the pumps to come in. They're going to come in euphoria phase, and once they do, we're going to sell for a huge, wonderful profit. With XRP, with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, and many other coins in our portfolios that will deliver. Chris Dinoff is saying, interesting XRP exit strategy chart on Twitter recently. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. That's like kind of an understanding, like kind of a hint to people what they should do. The one I'm working on that I keep redoing, that I can't nail because I do hold a lot of XRP and I want to make sure that we make money. So I'm trying to develop a strategy where we take profits before the huge pumps, somewhere in the middle area, and if moon truly comes. The number one probability of this XRP is much more volatile than both Ethereum and Bitcoin, for example. It's very hard to make sure that you don't get stopped out too early. That's my number one concern with the take profit strategy for XRP, adjusting the take profits. But I'm working on it and I'm getting there. It's a rough idea for people to understand what they should be working with. But of course, the patrons, once I'm done with it, will have a much more clear and precise understanding of what our take profit strategy is going to be with XRP. Yeah. Chris Dinoff, absolutely, brother. That's exactly what we're going to do. Just let me please put it together in a good way that makes sure we get great exits. My problem is that usually what I do is I always get something done and then announce it. I should not have announced it first. This is my mistake. That is a lesson that I learned. I should not have announced that I'm working on the XRG strategy and I'm going to publish it soon because it's taking more time than I thought. That's a mistake that I learned, but please kind of bear with me, guys. It will be published. The lesson that I learned is that I have to stick to what I've always done. First, get it done, publish it, and then tell everybody about it. Because, unfortunately, I did mention it first, which is not a good idea. Davor Okrosnik is saying, I suggest delegating SGP and Flare if you already hold them. It's riskless and you're getting paid every week and crypto view supports them. Awesome, my friends. I do that if that works for you. I don't delegate. I don't use APY. I don't do staking, nests, all of that. I do not hand over my crypto to anybody for any kind of interest. I'm more than capable of getting interest on my crypto and turning a small sum into a much bigger sum. I do not, like I say, use anything to do with interest. By the way, there are these scams. Yeah, I want to address this because this has happened several times, and I keep reiterating, and people are going to keep falling for it. Unfortunately, I'm afraid, by far not the only guy this has happened to. It happens to many other people with some kind of following on Twitter or YouTube. People reach out to me asking me if this is me or how they were speaking to me, how I have a Telegram channel. Look, I do not have a Telegram channel. I do not have a separate website. Only thing I have is Patreon. The Patreon is on my Twitter page. I will never write to you first. I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you to send crypto to me. Please do not ever send money, crypto, to anybody who tells you it's Rob Art. Your first reaction should be, Rob Art would never ask me to do that. He would never ask me to send him money or crypto. Why the hell would you want that? The guy is a millionaire, right? So that should be your first reaction. Do not ever send. Rules are very simple, guys. You never send money or crypto to anybody, even if Brad Garlinghouse texts you, talks to you on a video call. I don't know. You're like 100% sure it's him, unless you met him in real life, right? And you know it's him. You don't give him money. You know what I mean? And even then, I wouldn't give Brad Garlinghouse money. You know what I mean? Do not ever send your crypto or money to anybody for any reason whatsoever, ever. Do not have telegrams. I do not have some projects where you get API or interest, or where I offer people to invest into this. I'm not reaching out to you about some kind of investment opportunity with an exchange or some casino or some whatever. I don't do any of that. None of it. The only thing that I have is Patreon, right? That's it. If you're on my Patreon, you can always send me a DM and talk. Just the difference so you understand what kind of person I am. I've had people offer me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they told me if I take their money and just invest and trade it for them, that they'll give me like 20, 30% from their earnings. And I've always said no. The reason why I've always said no is because, first of all, just shady shit, excuse my French, and it just affects you emotionally, right? When you take other people's money, it affects what you're going to do. It's going to make you emotional, and you're going to make dumb mistakes, and you're responsible for some basically bizarre expectations, right? I would never do anything like that. So once again, do not please fall for these scams ever. Do not ever send your money on crypto to anybody for any reason. Whenever somebody texts you, I don't know, sends you an email, sends you a text message, sends you a text on WhatsApp. What else can happen? I don't know. DMs you on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever, right? Whichever way they contact you, anybody asks you for money or gives you some kind of offer of investment, block that person momentarily. Just block and forget that they exist. Chris Dunoff, you have a DM on Patreon? Yes, brother. You can DM me on Patreon. We've had problems with that in the past, but ever since I moved to Dubai and basically reinstalled my Patreon, the problem is gone. I talk to Patreon members via DMs every single day to hundreds of people, probably. Like I get hundreds of DMs every single day, and it takes a lot of time to answer. So yeah, I know you're a member, brother. So if you have any questions, always DM me on Patreon. All right, my friends, it's been 40 minutes. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Please kindly put a like if you're here. I would really appreciate it. Remember all the rules that we keep talking about. Stick to the rules. Stick to the MS. If you want, once again, to buy some new coins, join the $99 tier where you have the 50 to 100x gems if you truly want to buy with small amounts. If not, do not force countries. Follow the plan, be patient, sit in your hands, and let the market mature and develop to see whether or not we're going to get more entries at new lows or if it's going to pump very hard and we're going to exit with great profits. Yeah, thank you. Please put a like. Have an amazing day. Patreon members, I'll catch you on Patreon. Send me a DM if you want to talk. And also, if you want to generally just talk on Twitter, you have some questions, you can always DM me on Twitter. Thank you for your time, and bye-bye.